everybody! Lucky because I have people and animals that care for me, but there have been times where I've been taken from them.
Very true. Last time, Ollie was stolen by Saul, but in the mountain pass at night, Saul was visited by Jesus. Blinded, Saul was guided by Ollie to Damascus, where his sight was restored and he changed his life for the better. But the elders were offended by his preaching and planned to kill him. Ollie was still in Damascus and was quite homesick for his family. He had no idea Elizabeth and Aunt Rebecca had just arrived in Damascus and were looking for him. Which brings us to our next story, called Camp of Thieves.
Are you sure you've never seen him? He's just a small donkey and very pale in color.
You might try over at Nabal's, down on Straight Street. Most of the outer-towners keep their animals there.
Is it far from here?
No, it's just a stone's throw. Here, cut through the back. Go right past the Jewish temple and you'll be there before you know it.
I say we should kill him. Why, already over half of our congregation has become believers in this Messiah he speaks about. If we wait much longer, there'll be none of us left.
I agree with Rabbi Heldert. Saul of Tarsus should not be allowed to live. I say we do it tonight while he lies asleep at Judah's house. We should also post guards at all city exits, lest he try to sneak out.
Barabbas, you have the experience in this. Will you perform this service for your temple? We have adequate funds in the treasury to reward you with.
Yeah, let's kill him. Let's kill him. Let's kill him.
Do you suppose that's the Saul that took Ollie they are talking about?
It's the only one I know.
He must be, but imagine that, him preaching about Jesus. Well, child, we'd best be off to warn him.
Who's there? And what can I do for you, sisters?
I'd like to know where Ollie is. My donkey?
Your donkey? I bought him. Didn't the innkeeper pay you for him? I paid him handsomely, 25 denarii.
Apparently not. We thought you'd stolen him.
Well, he's in excellent health, praise the Lord. Although I do think he's a bit homesick. You can see him right over there.
We have something of an urgent matter to discuss with you. May we come in? Elizabeth! Elizabeth, where are you?
Don't worry. She's gone to see her donkey. A special one, isn't he? Sometimes I wonder if he wasn't praying to God to knock some sense into me.
You must leave the city, Saul. The synagogue leaders have paid Barabbas to take your life. They plan on doing it tonight while you sleep. They've also posted watchmen at each of the city exits, so you can't slip out without being noticed.
I am no longer Saul, but Paul. I can't leave, Rebecca. I just started here.
You must. It's settled.
Then it shall be tonight. I'll have my friends lower me down in a basket. You and Elizabeth wait with Donkey Ollie just on the other side of the beggar's path.
After warning Paul, Rebecca left for the stable to tell Elizabeth of the plans. She was surprised at how healthy Ollie was. They didn't notice the young boy in the corner, listening to the conversation.
He looks fine to me, Elizabeth. Paul wants us to meet him outside Beggar Path just after it turns dark.
You mean we're going home tonight? Ollie, we're going home, and Saul's coming too.
Not Saul, Paul. God's given him a new heart, and we're going to make sure he gets to carry out God's purposes.
That stable boy sure left awful fast. He was so nice earlier, said he worked for Barabbas.
That name sounds awful familiar. Barabbas. Elizabeth, what if it was the Barabbas that the high priest wanted to hire to murder Paul?
To be safe, why don't we pick another spot? This city is so big, they would probably never find us.
Yes, let's go and tell Paul.
Later that night, Ollie confided in Donkey Abe.
So you're sneaking out tonight, Ollie, huh?
I sure hope everything goes okay. I'd sure hate for anything bad to happen to Elizabeth or Rebecca.
I learned a little trick in my earlier days. Tie your hoofs in that sackcloth and sneak out of here very quietly.
How am I gonna do that?
Just tell your master.
Donkeys aren't supposed to talk.
Donkeys aren't supposed to talk, even though we do. Donkeys aren't supposed to talk, all we're supposed to do is chew. How can we break the news? Help the escape. They won't believe their ears. It'll be too late. Donkeys aren't supposed to talk, even when spoken to. We're not supposed to answer back and seldom ever do. Donkeys aren't supposed to talk, even though we do. Donkeys aren't supposed to talk, all we're supposed to do is chew. Donkeys aren't supposed to talk, even when spoken to. We're not supposed to answer back and seldom ever do. Hear me talking. Hear me talking.
Shh! Here comes Elizabeth. Tell her.
I brought you some carrots, Ollie. Tonight we're leaving.
I know.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh, Ollie, you can talk. I always knew there was something really special about you.
Listen, there's no time to explain. You must tie up my hooves with sackcloth so we can sneak out of Damascus quietly.
That's a great idea. Come here and I will tie them up.
Ollie traveled down the city streets so quietly no one could hear him. He and Elizabeth passed by the temple guards, out the city gates, and waited by the wall for Paul's friends to lower him down in a big basket. Ollie could barely stand still. He was so excited.
Ollie, quit fidgeting about. We'll be going home soon. Look, here comes the basket now. You must stand under it so I can tie it onto you, in case any of the spies look over the wall.
Okay, there. Throw the rope around my stomach. Now tighten it a bit. Good, he's on! Let's go! We made it!
Ollie and Elizabeth got Paul safely out of the city and returned to Bethany. Little Jehu's leg was never again a problem. And as he grew, he helped out on the farm, often by watching the flocks. One beautiful day, he and Ollie were near the sea, and Jehu was daydreaming about far-off lands.
Not bad, huh, Ollie?
Well, from what I see, even young King David would have been no match for you.
I'd really like to be something else besides just a shepherd boy.
Well, maybe you will someday. Think about it. Before you could even walk, your staff just sort of helped you push yourself along. And now your feet are as fast as the wind.
Yeah, only the wind gets to go places. All I do is get to watch our flock.
Sort of like to be a big giraffe and look out over every tree. Let all the little monkeys swing around my neck. That's all I'd wanna be. Then I'd like to race in a chariot, flying through the turns so low. I'd like
a shepherd boy now. Because look, there's a lion after the sheep.
Whoa!
Hop on, I'll give you a ride down.
There. You go back to your mom and remember, no more wandering off. Well, it looks like these sheep are ready for shearing. Maybe Dad will let me take the wool into the market.
Yeah, and maybe I can help.
By the looks of things, I think we'll have to get your brothers to help too. It's getting late. You'd better tell them to head back to the farm.
Jehu wants us all to head back up to the farm.
I like it here. Yeah, Ollie. We like it here. It's nice and cool. And the water is great. Yeah, Ollie, go away. You're bothering us. Oh, hey!
Jehu says it's time to go back to the farm. Besides, Elizabeth said she was bringing some carrots home today from Rebecca's. Last one home doesn't get any.
Hey, that's not fair. Wait for me.
Jehu, your dad and I decided you could take the wool over to Caesarea with Elizabeth.
Mom, you're going to let me go?
You're almost 13, young lady. It's time to seriously get your dowry together. Brother Melchizedek is asking a high price for your marriage to his son.
Elizabeth is gonna marry Abner? He's the son of a jackal.
That's no way to speak of your future brother-in-law.
I like Abner.
You'd like anybody.
Stop your quarreling. The Romans are paying top dollar for wool. This shipment will give you a good dowry. I'm not going to have a daughter of mine hanging around the house till she's an old maid. Now remember, go straight there. Don't stop. Abner has his own house, great pasture land, and a herd of over 200 sheep. He will make you a good husband. And you, son, it's not too long until you should also think of marriage.
Dad, I'm only 10. Besides, I want to see the world, explore the Great Pyramids, climb the Himalayas, sail across the seas. Dig for treasure in Solomon's mines.
You've got your head up in the clouds, young man.
Aw, Mom.
You've got your head up in the clouds and it won't come down. You're 1,000 miles away from the solid ground. You've got your head up in the clouds and it won't come down. You're 1,000 miles away from the solid ground.
It's great to be a dreamer. Don't drift too far away. Remember how you're loved, son. It'll always be that way.
You've got your head up in the clouds and it won't come down. You're 1,000 miles away from the solid ground. You've got your head up in the clouds and it won't come down. You're 1,000 miles away from the solid ground.
Keep on pushing forward. There are mountains you must climb. The road ahead's a rough one, but still you've got to try.
You've got your head up in the clouds and it won't come down. You're 1,000 miles away from the solid ground. You've got your head up in the clouds and it won't come down. You're 1,000 miles away from the solid ground.
What exciting journeys you've had. Sleep well. You're so anxious to grow up. The Lord tells us, be anxious for nothing. Don't worry, son. You'll get your adventuring in someday.
The next day, he and Elizabeth head out to take the wool to market.
There's a watering hole up ahead, Jehu. What do you say we go over and take a rest? I'm sure the donkeys could use a drink.
Dad said not to stop anywhere, but to go all the way to town before nightfall.
A half hour isn't going to make any difference. Besides, Dad didn't realize how hot it was going to be today.
A half-hour rest won't make that big of a difference. Ollie, let's go ahead and take the turn off and we'll get some water.
This wool is heavy. My feet are tired. I'm thirsty.
Let's go.
Hey, Jeremy. When we get to the watering hole, you're in charge of finding us some food.
Nabad, if we're gonna get this stolen treasure back to Samaria, we're gonna need some new pack animals. Our nags are in sad shape.
It's not good, Nabad. Even Sheba won't get up. We've pushed him too hard.
I decide what we need. I's the leader. Anyone want to challenge that?
Huh? What's going on?
We need some new pack animals. Go scout for some. Me, always me.
Nabad, 4 or 5 donkeys over at the watering hole.
How many people with them?
Just 2 small children.
Then they are ours for the taking. Come, Mad-Eye, we will make short work of them.
There's no purpose in killing the children. We are thieves, not murderers.
He is right. It is one thing to steal a man's property, quite another to steal the lives of his children. Come on, bring along the netting. We shall tie them up. By the time they are found, we'll be safely back in Samaria.
Jehu, we've been here quite a while. Perhaps we should get going.
Maybe we should. Where's Jeremy wandered off to?
He went up into the hills over there, looking for roots.
I don't believe they even grow here. I'll go get him. Maybe you should get the donkeys ready, Jehu.
Okay. Come on, Ollie. Time to go back to work.
Capture him, Mad-Eye. Throw the rope, boy. That's one. Quick, hide. The young girl is coming after him.
Hey, how did you get all tangled up?
Going somewhere? See how you like this bag over your head.
No, please, no! Help me! Daddy!
Be quiet. It's too late now.
That's not too tight, is it, Ollie?
No. Shouldn't Elizabeth be back by now?
Perhaps she fell. I better go look for her. Keep a lookout for me. How about a snack?
It only took a moment for Jehu to realize he was being watched.
Oh!
Quiet. You slung your last rock, boy.
Let me go! Let me go!
Not a chance, little one. I'm afraid we need your donkeys. Our own horses have gone weary with carrying our spoils.
Your spoils? You're nothing but a common thief. There's nothing noble about you. You're all common robbers and now you want to steal my donkeys? My father will have your hides.
Such loud squealing from such a little flea. You better pray, little one, that your father will be able to find you and your sister.
Elizabeth?
How could such a little flea really threaten the likes of me? When you're tied up in a net, then we'll see if you're still yet. You better pray that she'll be found before the jackals gather round. If to wind up on the plate, it will be too late. Two little fleas won't get the best of me. Two little fleas will soon be history. Better not get in our way, or we will throw you both away. our boat, just little fleas. Let's pray that you'll be found before the jackals gather round. If you wind up on the plate, it will be too late. Two little fleas beginning so to itch. Two little fleas, so small you won't be missed.
Put me down! Hey! Oh! Put me down! Wherever they take you, Ollie, I'll find you.
I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I'm scared, Jehu. It's all my fault.
It's just as much my fault. Father put me in charge and I didn't follow his instructions. Now our donkeys are gone and all the wool from the harvest, and we're hung up like bait.
I feel so sad. My heart just feels like crying. I feel so sad. Trapped with no way out. It just can't end this way. Not as long as I have faith. It just can't end this way. I must still try and be brave. There's always hope while the sun is shining. There's always hope as long as we have faith. It just can't end this way, not as long as we have faith. It just can't end this way. We must pray and try and be brave. I feel so sad. My heart just feels like crying. I feel so sad. Trapped with no way out. It just can't end this way. Not as long as I have faith. It just can't end this way. I must still try and be brave. Oh, is anybody there who'll help us? Oh, is anybody there who cares? It just can't end this way, not as long as we have faith. It just can't end this way. We must pray and try and be brave. It can't end this way.
Ollie had been taken away, leaving Jehu and Elizabeth to survive on their own, dangling from a tree. Will Ollie be able to save them?
Hi there. It's that time again. Welcome to Farmer John's Corner. Take it away, Farmer John.
Yes, I'm bringing the milk in now.
Is it 2%?
No, it's not 2%. Oh, hello there. Isn't this a marvelous invention? Before the invention of the telephone, people had to actually travel to see the people they were talking to in order to, well, talk to them. That sometimes meant traveling hundreds, maybe thousands of miles. Let me show you how to make a telephone of your very own. So to make a telephone, you start with a paper cup. And then you get a nail. Now make sure it's one of those nice clean nails, not one of those dirty, rusty nails. That would just, Then you take the nail and you poke a hole in the center of the cup. And then you move it around so it's nice and big enough to put the string through. Then you take the string and you warp the end and you make it really kind of sharp so it can poke through the center of the cup. Then push a bunch of string in like that. There we go. And then we grab it on the inside and we take it and put a knot in it. Now if you need help tying a knot, have a grown-up help you. They're willing to help usually. Put 3 or 4 knots on the top so it's bigger than the hole you punched in the bottom of the cup. Like that. Then you grab the cup, you pull the string tight like that, and then you give the other end to your friend, and you pull the string tight, but not so tight it pulls the knot through the bottom of the cup, and you listen. Hello?
Wow, this really works!
Mr. Budinsky, what are you doing over there?
Hey, can I borrow your ladder?
Where's my 2% milk?
Yeah, I'll go get the milk, I promise.
In our next episode, Ollie escapes from thieves and tries to find Jehu and Elizabeth. But they're having problems of their own. Can Ollie rescue them before it's too late? That's next time on The Adventures of Donkey Ollie.
I hope you liked the show. Goodbye!